Hey guys, this is Frogsmaster 595, and just so you know, the frog shows are starting Monday. Yes, Monday. Now, this video is kind of explaining why I have decided to stop collecting hamsters. And I will explain why, mostly. But then also I'm going to explain a flaw I have with them. Actually, too. That I just don't like. So, yeah. First, let's start with, the frogs, turtles, roadhogs, and pigs. Let's start with them. So, first, for our frogs. Now, with the frogs, the reason why I still collect them, first off, they were like my favorite childhood toy. They were, which is a big reason why I collect them now, and also, they just overall have better songs than the dancing hamsters. I definitely agree with that. And the frogs, they just look cooler. They don't look as bland. So, yeah. On to the turtles. Now, with these, I just find them unique. Now, here's the thing. I collected these when I was young, too. Just like the frogs. So these were, again, like a childhood toy. Not as much as the frogs, but these still, too. Another thing why I like these more than the hamsters. They didn't make a whole lot of them. There was only like 10 or 11. I think there was only 10 of these, I'm pretty sure. Same thing for moving monkeys. So the next are these two. But just for the moving monkeys, because I forgot to get it, but I don't want to stop the video. The moving monkeys, now, they were another childhood toy. They weren't as good, but a few of those moving monkeys I really like the song on. But I really like how the moving monkeys look. I just like the way they look. I know it's not much on them, but I just like the way they look. With the hats and the colors and how they spin. Like when they used to spin, obviously they don't do that now because they're getting old, but when they used to spin, I just like that. The hamsters definitely don't do that. But the main part of why I like the moving monkeys, they spin. That was probably the only toy that was singing that was actually spinning back then in 2007. So, yeah. With the roadhogs. Well, first off, they look rad. I mean, they're supposed to look like that. I mean, they look cool. They look really unique compared to a lot of Gemmy items. They're really biker-like. They're not country, but they really remind you of country, but it's just more of the biker feel. And it makes them a lot more unique than the hamsters, but also, I've realized that these road hogs, along with the country pigs, usually have really good speakers. They really do. And it's probably because their bodies are a lot skinnier than these turtles and frogs and moving monkeys. They just are. Their bodies they're skinnier, in my opinion. They look skinnier. Their skin feels a little lighter and softer, and you can just hear it better. But, yeah, also, again, childhood toy. Now, on to her. Well, not her, the series, but also with her. Okay, country pigs. They're basically with the road hogs. They're unique, and they only stuck into one category. Gemmy stayed with country for these country pigs. So, I liked how they did that, and these were definitely a childhood toy. Back when I was a child, and also now, I liked the country pigs more than the turtles and the monkeys. And still, I like the country pigs more than the turtles and the monkeys. Now, I still like the frogs more, obviously, but the pigs, I like them. And again, there's not really a lot of them, just like there's only 3 of these. And I already have 2 of them, and how there's only 4 of these, and I already have 3 of them. So I only need 2 more of the pig series. I need the Nationwide pig and the I've Been Everywhere pig. Probably get the Nationwide real soon. So, yeah, and also, just with her, this pig right here, this one kind of has a memory with me. I mean, right now it does because of how rare it is, but like back then, in 2007, I got 2 of these. It was the only country pig I had 2 of. And for some reason, when I was young, I really liked this one. Like, I used it probably more than my frogs. And I always... The only thing I knew was that my parents said one time when I was like... It was like 2013, I guess. Yeah, probably sometime around there. It was after she was thrown away. They told me that they did remember me always with this one more than the rest. They said I was with it a lot more than the frogs and a lot more than the turtles and the other things. They just said that I was with this one a lot. And to this day, probably why I've always kind of wanted it. It's probably because of that. But I don't know for sure. But why have I stopped collecting the hamsters? Well, there's a hamster just to be in the background. Okay. Now, I was born in 2003. Hamsters were still going on a very little bit then. Just a little bit, because I was born in June of 2003, so just a little bit were they still going, but not much. You can only find them in certain stores, maybe 1 or 2. Here's the thing. I got none when I was a kid. I did get the mini hamsters when I was a kid, but I got none of these. None. I didn't get one. So when I was a kid, I didn't even know that they existed. I only thought that the mini hamsters existed. I did not know that these existed till 2013. Even when I was considered a Gemmy collector, I didn't know of these until probably 2 months after being a Gemmy collector. So, yeah. Also, I find them bland. I don't find them as cool as the rest of them. They don't really look bright and colorful like the frogs and the pigs. They look weird, like their faces. They made them so not realistic, but just not really cartoony. They really look like a hamster. That does not really look like a pig. That definitely does not look like a turtle, and that does not look like a frog. That they tried to make look like a hamster. They tried to. They didn't make it look funny with the big noses like frogs, or with the turtles, like the really big shells and the feet. Especially the feet. This is all like a hamster. And I don't really like the looks. So, that's basically it. So, yes, I am not collecting any more hamsters. I'm sorry, Sam, but I am not collecting any more. He was the latest hamster that I did collect, but sadly, I am not collecting any more. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this No More Collecting Hamster video, and peace.